Probably say the program overall helped me, stay focused on like my goals and help me be determined to like one thing. We come in here every day and we have practice every single day, and like Saturdays, Sundays. You just have to stay focused on that one goal, and you can't really slack.
On and off the field, I think there's definitely a tremendous impact of playing football, especially in this town, because it's taken so seriously. Football built a lot of character for me and showed me a lot about respect and how to be a man.
The first thing I think of when I think of the coaches is just the amount of work that they put in, and it's for the 4 months that the season is, it's a grind, and it's countless hours of dissecting film and figuring out how to beat your opponent. And the program kind of just shapes your look on certain aspects of life, and how you learn how to win, you learn how to succeed, you learn how to become the best that you can be, basically.
In order to prepare for like the season, I spent like almost the entire year working hard and going to 7-on-7s and going in the weight room and lifting, getting stronger, bigger, and it's taught me like hard work, dedication.
Coaches that we have, I mean, they're not all about just, being great football players, it's about being great people. And also, like a lot of things, like earning a spot, just winning your games, it's all a struggle, and you just learn what hard work's all about and how it pays off.
There's probably the sense that this is a family. Like everyone will always say, like to Jaron and Eric, oh, you're a family. Well, you don't really understand it until the season's over, how much the coaching staff really cared for you and supported you throughout all your decisions to play.
I think we really learned how to be humble and just kind of respect all of our teammates and opponents, and just kind of be a good person, do the right thing, and never really take anything for granted because it can be gone in a second.
All the coaches, that's their main goal, is to make you a better person, make you a better player. Lou did a great job of always making sure people were doing the right things and make sure kids were following orders. And it wasn't about the football. I mean, of course he loves football, but it was more about making sure kids are ready for college and whatever comes afterwards.
It's just working as a team. They teach you, more than any other experience can, how to really just depend on other people, because without your teammates, you're not going to be successful. So other than that, just so many lessons I've learned of hard work, dedication.
With John Marinelli's off-season training specifically, that comes to mind. We had a lifting group. We would start in March and go all the way through till the beginning of the season. He would always say it's more about mental toughness, which I never got because it was all weightlifting. That never really clicked for me until senior year, when I was actually playing on the field a lot more. I realized that it was good to be able to think back to all the stuff that we had done previously, to know that we had the strength to fight through what would happen on the field.
We spent most of our time with football, off the field, lifting and whatnot. So, they stay on top of you in schoolwork, and they really make sure you're all right, your family and everything. So, really, they just built good people. I think everyone on the team, we're all just good kids, and I think they take that very seriously, obviously, and we do our best to do what's right.
I developed an especially close relationship with Coach Silvestri. He was my coach for 2 years personally, and we got to know each other pretty well. He's a pretty crazy guy, different guy to talk to. I got to know a lot about him, and all the coaches are great to talk to, just for advice, life advice. Coach Kurtz, our defensive coordinator, has a lot of good advice about life. He has a lot of expressions that he uses, a lot of metaphors, similes and stuff that get to you, like pre-game speeches. He had one great one about his daughter at a daddy-daughter dance the night before, and it got us pumped up because he was just talking about how she was having fun and how all we have to do is go out there and have fun. And we went out and had fun against St. Joe's and played a great second half, and what really sealed the deal and won the game.
I think the main thing I realized is just give it your all, try your hardest, and they always say next man up, so you never keep your head down realizing if you're the backup or whatnot, because if someone gets injured, then your opportunity is to shine pretty much live every moment and make it last, because if you do get that opportunity to, go into a game or whatnot, then you want to make the most of it to show the coaches, the fans, and like your teammates how good you can contribute to the team.
I think the whole dedication thing, they really instilled that into us. And that's something that you're going to need your whole life. And just the dedication that we had and the coaches had to this team was unprecedented.
There's a lot of different coaches on the staff this year, like I think over 15. But Lou, the head coach, he's just a great guy. He really he really preached teamwork and hard work kind of overcomes anything. I think that he really kind of brought us together this year as a team, and what I realized is kind of like how to work hard for something in life, and it really just kind of like the sense of like community and bonds that we all kind of grew with each other. I know I'm gonna remember those guys for the rest of my life, and yeah, it was great. It's a great feeling of just community and team, just sportsmanship all around.
The coaches always try to say that they're teaching kids to be young men, not great football players, and they're not just trying to prepare players to play in college. They want you to be successful after you go through the program. And if you look at on the Sunday morning breakfasts, Saturday morning, my fault, all those guys come back and most of them are successful, so they have a pretty good track record.
Being out here with my friends, just playing football, basically, that's what I'm going to miss the most, is just looking down the defensive line and seeing all, the seniors just playing their hearts out, especially the last game of the season. We played the semifinal game we lost. I looked down the line, I noticed, this is what I've worked for the last 8 or 10 years, and it's finally coming to an end. That's what I'm going to miss, I think, definitely.
Definitely Friday nights. Definitely getting ready for a game. Game days were the best part about playing football for me. I won't miss practices. Other than that, just being on the team, it's an experience that you won't really find anywhere else.
My favorite part about playing was just every day you come out with your best friends and you get to do things. You get to play the sport that you'll never get to play again. So it's bittersweet, but at the same time, it's you look back on those memories and you're gonna miss it. But if you played your heart out, you're gonna be satisfied because you know that you won't have any regrets. And it's just that feeling, in the pity, in your stomach, that you know that you did everything you could to win, that will stick with you for the rest of your life.
I am really gonna miss this season. Like I've created a strong bond with some of these players. Like I've really been able to cherish some moments with them. Like we've spent so much time together over this past year, and I'm just gonna really miss the games, playing here Friday night, the crowd cheering for our team. It's a once in a lifetime thing.
Saturday games. The whole week leads up to it. You've got a team dinner, team breakfast, and team mass. Especially during Spirit Week, you got the whole pep rally, and everything leads up to the football game. And everyone's just preparing to watch your game, watch you play. So it's always definitely something special each week. It just happens every week, so it just keeps on coming.
Just having fun, going around hitting kids, cracking jokes with some of the coaches. Something I'll miss quite a lot.
Really just gonna miss the Friday night games, coming out here, crowd going crazy, all your friends are out here. It's just, you're never really gonna experience again, especially if you don't play in college. This is just a great atmosphere. The coaches are amazing, we have a great staff. And yeah, just being out here with your friends every day, facing through hardships and stuff has just been great.
Just playing. I wouldn't think I'd be playing 10 years, 5 years from now. I would want to play in college, but these are some of the best years of my life. It's everything I learned. It's just great. It's great times here.
I'm gonna miss the Friday nights with everybody here cheering. It was awesome coming out even when I wasn't playing. Just to see everybody that showed up, everybody that wanted to show their support for us. And even people I don't know, I've never met, I'm probably never going to meet, would show up and cheer for us.
Home games, walking out at the beginning of the game, just seeing the crowd. It's something you're not going to experience again in your life quite like that. It's really just this surreal experience that not many kids get to experience, but I just feel lucky to have that.
I've always thought of the Rams as just a collection of incredible people. I had a chance to play in college, and I always kind of from the beginning of thinking about that, I always shied away from it just because it wouldn't be the same if it wasn't with the people. Like, I've always associated football with, you know, John, Lou, all the guys here, and it just, I don't know, football is just synonymous with all the people I've grown up playing it with.
All my best friends play football, and kind of that family is going to hopefully carry on for years to come. But you know, I'll definitely miss that whole atmosphere of you know, being around all your buddies and all your coaches and your people you look up to.
I mean, really just being out here with all my friends. I mean, I've been hanging out with these guys since I was in 3rd grade. This is where a bunch of my friendships started, was through football, because it's such a time commitment that you really just get used to being with all the same guys for the whole fall season, even some of summer. And you just develop a lot of bonds, and I'll just miss being out here, practice, games, just being with all those guys and just hanging out, talking, doing whatever.
One thing I'll miss the most is definitely the whole atmosphere of Friday, just, you know, waking up, knowing it's game day, going to school, seeing all the guys in their jerseys and suits and all that, coming out here with the kicking coach and the other kicker, Neil and Swindell, and, you know, just hanging out, playing some soccer, just getting the legs warmed up, and then slowly seeing the stands progress, like with the, you know, your friends, your family, all the, you know, people here to support you, and then opening kickoff and just the way the game progressed just was like amazing to watch, and it was, you know, definitely something special to be a part of.
I just thought it was a blast, pretty much. Yeah, I just loved it. It was fun. I played for fun, and that was pretty much it.
Friday nights, just being under the lights, running out onto the field, hundreds of people in the stands. It's an experience unlike anything else. I'm gonna miss that most.
Just the Friday night games, probably. You know, you go out there, you practice all week. It might not be the most fun thing, but you know, it's all this build up to one game. Because football, you know, you only got one game a week. A lot of other sports, you'll have like 2 or 3 games a week, and it's just not special when you go out. But definitely just kind of finally getting, you know, putting on those pads, just sitting in the locker room, listening, you know, just pump up music with all my other teammates, and finally just getting out of that field and running out and just kind of being a part of it, being in the moment. So I'll definitely I'll miss that, but you know, I think I'll carry it with me the rest of my life.